Hello, hope you are having a great time. Welcome to my YouTube channel Archivosity, and this is Professor Ramkrishna. I'm Professor of Finance in one of the leading business schools in India. Through different platforms like a YouTube, website, and online teaching platforms like Udemy, I share my experience and knowledge in financial accounting with students, practitioners, entrepreneurs, and small business owners across the world. In this lecture, I'm going to explain you the golden rules of accounting and how they are related to different types of accounts. In accounting, to record the transactions, we apply the rules of a debit and credit. So these rules of a debit and credit are of two types. One is based on your accounting equation, that is assets equal to liabilities plus owner's equity. Using that equation, you can apply the rules of a debit and credit. And on the other side, you can also apply these rules of a debit and credit using types of accounts. So in my previous two lectures, I explained how to apply the rules of a debit and credit to accounts using an accounting equation. In this lecture, I'm going to explain you how to apply the golden rules of accounting, that is a debit and credit, to different types of accounts. In my next lecture, I'll perform an activity on how to apply these golden rules for a real-time business transactions. So now we'll move to the presentation where I explain you the types of accounts and the golden rules of accounting. In accounting, we can classify the accounts into three different types. One is a real account, second one is a personal account, and third one is a nominal account. So real account is all your assets, whether they are tangible assets or intangible assets, they are classified as a real accounts. So your tangible assets like a plant, machinery, these are all your tangible assets. Intangible assets like goodwill, your patents, and your copyrights. So these all are your intangible assets. So all these we classify them as a real account. When it comes to the personal accounts, so you have a personal accounts of two types. One is a natural person and second one is artificial person or a representative person also. When you're talking about a natural person, human beings and all, an artificial person or persons which are created by law, that is the business entities. Say suppose banks are there. So a bank is an artificial person registered, and if another company is there, let us say manufacturing companies like Reliance Industries Limited. So this is an artificial person because our accounting concept says that when a business is registered, it has got its own entity. It is similar to any natural person. So we have two personal accounts, natural and artificial. When it comes to the nominal account, so in nominal account you have a income and expenses, that is all the items that are appear in your income statement, that is a profit and loss account. So there is incomes and expenses are all of a nominal account. So at this point of a time, you may be wondering what is a profit and loss account. Don't worry about this, but now pay attention on income and expenses. So income, let us say you made a sale. So from sales you receive a revenue, that is an income. Or you earned interest, so this is an income. On the other side, expenses, you pay salary, this is an expense. You paid electricity bill, this is an expense. So and your personal accounts, you have a debtors and creditors. Now how is that we are going to apply the rules is when it comes to the real accounts. So the rule that we follow is the debit what comes in the sense if an asset coming into your business. So when you're saying that comes in, it is coming into your business or your business entity. So any asset coming into your entity, this is debited, and credit is what goes out. So if any asset is moving out from your business, then we credit it. So debit, let us say example, you purchased furniture. So what is happening? Furniture is coming into the business. So we'll debit this. Now to buy this furniture, what is that you're doing? You are making a payment in the form of a cash. So what is going out here? Cash is going out. So we'll credit the cash. So this is how we have to identify the debit and credit. When it comes to the real account, debit, what comes in, any asset coming into the business is debited. Any asset moving out from the business is credited, that is goes out from the business is credit. Now again the rule of the same, debit and credit is debit is onto your left hand side and credit is onto your right hand. This is a simple one. So if an asset is coming into the business, we record this onto the left hand side. If an asset goes out from the business, we record it on a right hand side, that is a credit side. Now coming to the personal account, the rules is that debit the receiver. So whoever receiving anything, that person is debited, in the sense shown onto the left hand side. So suppose if an individual is giving, then the giver is shown on the right hand side, the credit the giver. Now the same with the expenses, all your expenses and losses you show on a debit side, and all incomes and gains you show on a right hand side, that is a credit side. Let us say suppose you paid a salary. So salary is an expense. So as this is an expense, you show this onto the left hand side, that is a debit. Now here you are saying that you paid a salary. So salary is paid in the form of a cash. Cash is an asset, and what is happening? Cash is going out. So when cash goes out, you write this onto the right hand side, that is a credit. So one debit account and one credit account. So this is your double entry of a bookkeeping. And suppose if you are depositing cash in bank. So bank is your personal account and cash is your real account. So here what is happening? Cash is going out, am I right? So cash going out, what is that we do? We write it on a right hand side. Right hand side is our credit. Now bank is a personal account, and what is that bank is doing? Bank is receiving. So receiving is, you have to write onto the left hand side, that is a debit. Now you have a one credit, one debit. So every time you have a transaction, what is that you have to do is, first you have to check what are the two items or accounts involved in each transaction. Then identify the type of account, whether it is a real account, personal account, or a nominal account. Then check whether you are, in case of it is assets, check whether the asset is coming in or going out. In case of a personal account, whether receiving or giving. And in case of a nominal account, whether it is an expense or income. Then next you have to apply the rule of a debit and credit. In simple terms, whenever you have a transaction, first is identify two accounts. Then second, classify those two accounts in the sense whether it is a real account, personal account, or a nominal account. Then 3, check with assumptions. That means in case of a real account, whether coming in or goes out. And whether it is a personal account, check whether the receiver or a giver. Then when it comes to a nominal account, check whether this is an expense or loss, or income or gain. Then in a fourth step, debit, that is apply the rules of debit or credit, that is apply the golden rule. So whenever you encounter with a transaction, you have to follow these 4 steps. So in my next lecture, I perform an activity. I designed a worksheet exclusively to explain this concept. So practice with that worksheet. Follow me. I'll explain all the entries there. Then get familiar with how actually you have to do. Once by doing this exercise for multiple times, you will be familiar. You don't need to again follow these 4 steps meticulously. Automatically, once you get practice, all this comes into your mind, and without any difficulty, you can easily record your transaction in a books of accounts. Thank you for watching my lecture, and please do watch next lecture on golden rules of accounting, an activity with the help of a worksheet. Have a great time.